Welcome friends, welcome to the second video of on the topic of marks, knowledge and life. I hope you have enjoyed the first one. In this continuation, I would look forward to share further insights onto the same subject about marks, knowledge and life. Had seen a quick recap of what we discussed last time, that overall in the life journey of say 100 years, when we really look at our journey in terms of like say 10 years of span, we do see that we go through like kindergarten, middle school, senior school, and at time once we are done with our senior school, it's our time to choose a career, or based on our entrance exam we get selected into a particular choice ranking, and then the choice of our college that we get into. Again, college life is like around 5 to 7 years with graduation and post graduation. That is the prime time of our youth, and that is the time that we have the maximum energy. With that reference, we may want to choose a career of our liking, that the child would, when I say our liking, means every individual would like to. These are the prime time of the life, and whatever energy is invested during that period will help you for your future job perspective and earning the money that you are looking forward to. Again, we need to understand that what is the purpose of the education that we are trying to look at. Is it only in terms of earning money? Is it only in terms of wanting to do a job to, at the month end that you get a salary and you can uh, enjoy some of the materialistic benefit of the job that you are doing? Or is it out of your passion that you have chosen something and you really love, you really enjoy that you do, and money is in addition a other part, that is going to help you in this materialistic world. When anything is done out of passion, it becomes a enjoyable journey. So to remain active and remain significant in our life and to enjoy the journey of the like 100 years, it is important that we choose our careers very judiciously, very fully knowing ourselves well, what our nature is suitable to our nature. And I know that there are a lot of techniques that are available today in the market where we can understand ourselves also through meditation. We start knowing ourselves if we start doing it at a much early stage. We From in a later stages of our lives, around 50 to 60 is when we start probably knowing ourselves more. And at that time I've seen people do switch, which we call as like a second career, or out of our passion, something that we would really want to do. People do start that. The new life starts at around 60, 50 onwards, and at 60 is pretty much a young age to explore that you would want to do with your life, because there are so many other 40 years remaining to contribute to the society where you would have wanted to, what you would have wanted to do. And during the later stage of your life, when you are like 70 to 80, when you're almost done with your other responsibilities of your family, your kids, it is that time when we look forward to give back to the society along with living the life that we would have wanted. This is a journey, and in that journey, when we look at the significance of marks, as that was covered in the earlier topic, I would say pretty much it is like during the selection of choice of college that we would want, that is where we are talking about the significance. So as you can see, if you look at much larger scale, the competitive exams, entrance exams, ranks and marks is pretty much where that is applicable during those 2 or 3 years of life, and to help you select the kind of college or that you get. Does it mean that it is not really important? Am I saying that? No. All I'm saying is a little bit of competitiveness is required. It is good to have because it helps you to stand up for yourself. It helps you to dream big. It helps you to align yourself, develop the certain habits and qualities within yourself, so that if you target something for yourself, you are able to achieve it. So those are the habits, and those are those life skills that you are trying to develop for yourself. If you look at it from that perspective, and then you try to make use of this part of the quantitative evaluation, it is good, it will be helpful. If you look at it from a very narrow perspective of no, you should get 99, and if you don't get 99, that means it's a failure, it's not your full potential. I think that is a very narrow view of the on the subject, and that should not be looked at into that way. We talked about subject education, how, what is the significance of data, information, knowledge, experience, and wisdom. So what I want to focus on this video today is, at a certain stage or period in life, there are certain things that you learn, which is like what is significant to you and you learn during 20s and 30s may not be relevant that much at the age of 50 and 60. So there comes a time when, of course, technology is moving at a very much faster pace, new generation which takes up, and of course there comes a time when you should unlearn certain things to learn the things that are relevant in that era or that phase. Life is a moving journey and one needs to learn along with it. What does it means? It means that we enhance ourselves and we expand. We of course continue, we don't hold on to what we have learned, and we don't consider that this is what I've learned, so this is the only way, and this is what one my future generation should also follow. Yes, if it is in terms of certain values and ethics that you are following, uh, certain practices that you are following that has helped you in your life, we should as a parent share that with our kids. We should look forward to that they also pick them up, and it helps them also in their life. But ultimately we also need to understand that everyone's journey is different. Everyone, each single person is having his own journey that he is having this life for. For someone like me, maybe it is about balancing the balance. For someone it is something else other than what is there. So uh, our kid, kid understands, and every soul understands what would be useful and helpful to it. So it is an exploration, to go within to understand what this journey is about. I can probably give my experiences. I can share what worked for me, what did not work for me, and I should provide the other person the freedom and the platform that they look for themselves what will work for them or not. Uh, when I'm looking even within myself, I have seen that what was useful to me 10 years ago might not be applicable as it is unless and until I tweak it and try to make it relevant to this today's situation. If I am on a continuous learning journey, I will enhance myself, I'll expand myself, and it will make me relevant to this world in the moment that I'm living today and for the future years to come. There is a difference between shifting and growth. In some of the subjects, you may shift your interest to another subject or topic or area based on, when you call yourself passion, that I have found my passion. So shifting, I may leave certain subjects, areas, and topics that I was earlier, uh, which I have learned earlier, or which I was, using for earning money or for my job purpose. That is shifting a focus from, say, X topic to Y. Growth is like it's a growing circle. It is you continue to hold what you have learned, and then you expand on that area. You learn certain new areas also. So when to shift, when to, grow in each areas, everyone will understand based on his or her own journey. There is no right or wrong. It is about knowing what works for you. And an immediate switch, shifting from one to other, may jeopardize the existing life. So a shift, if it is happening, then it has to be gradual. In parallel, for some, years, maybe you would want to gradually focus onto a different area, become expert in it, because you have reached to a certain level of experience or wisdom in a particular subject, that when you're taking up a totally new subject at the age of 50 or 60, yes, there are risks associated with it, but there is no right, there is no wrong, there's nobody, kind of, we have examples where people have switched careers and they have flourished in any career that they have chosen. So that's one dimension. Other dimension is growth, that you continue whatever you are doing and you expand in other areas, and that is also a different way of growing. We talked about these different skills which are useful to life, and as you now see that in the life scale of 80 to 90 years, if you really look at 90 to 100 years of age, all these skills that have been put up under life dimension, those are the ones that will be required from in each and every stage of your life. So that is why I think we should put more focus and more energy, more emphasis on these areas, or these skills that will help to live our life in a completeness. And earlier the focus was more on these life skills, and a very, the secondary focus were about a subject and about becoming a subject matter expert in an education. And very rarely we would go get into that competitive mode, or talking about rank. Unfortunately, today in the education system, I think this is a revolution that we should all want to look forward to. Focus more on a value education, focus more on skills which will help us live the life that we would want to, so that we can be fully satisfied, we can face any situation, we can create success and happiness for us and our kids, for the future generation too. I hope you like this video. Looking forward to your views and your comments, and any other topic that you would want to, any of these, these topics itself about hope, positive approach, observation, listening, they are topics in themselves, and they, which we can be discussed in it, its importance and significance. So I would request that as a parent, as a child, as a human beings, let us focus more on the value education, more on life skills, more on imbibing good habits, values in ourselves and our kids. Marks are required for competitive exam. Let their um, significance be there only for certain period of the time, and only during those uh, phases of life or those period. Thank you. I look forward to receive your comments, if any. You can read my blogs on Monica Patel 2020 and the YouTube videos. Thank you.